along with all the other guys. We've had a group of guys. We went down to Florida, spent some time together, which was pretty cool to get together with the guys and just spend time and just gel a little bit as a group.
What was that experience like in Florida? What were you guys able to kind of accomplish, and what maybe happened that was a bit of a surprise?
Yeah, we were able to just get with each other, on the field and off the field, going to dinners, different things like that, and just getting that chemistry on the field, getting the feeling for routes, being that we're in a new offense, getting that timing down, so making sure we're on the same page as the quarterbacks and all the receivers and tight ends.
And now that that you're here for camp, what is your expectation offensively with this new system and Eric and EB and how he wants to put his stamp on the offense?
Yeah, we're moving pretty fast, but our job as an offense is just to get familiar with all the different terminology, everything that we're used to doing, kind of just filtering that into this new offense. And just getting familiar, because the more we get familiar, the faster we're going to be able to play. So that's really what this camp is for, just to get that timing down with everyone and get familiar with the playbook.
Hey, Jahan. From what I've heard, you're a pretty good Madden player. Growing up playing that game, I know that there was a player for the Houston Texans in the secondary saying that it familiarized him with route concepts and stuff. Did playing the game, help you learn it in a way?
Not too much. Maybe a little bit because I played it so much. But I feel like I'm a pretty savvy football player. I kind of just picked it up as I've gone. And I've had a lot of great coaches in my life who really dove into learning coverages. So I feel like I would credit my coaches more than Madden a little bit.
How do you think the rating system's fairness has been this year from what you've seen of the latest release?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to talk to Chad Ochocinco a little bit, get my rating boosted up. But, we'll deal with it for now.
Do a lot of guys care about, their ratings and stuff?
Nah, not at all.
Hey, Jahan, wanted to build off of your Florida trip with the other guys. Have you seen it already sort of paying off? I know this is day 2, but does it feel like you guys maybe are ahead of where you could have been if you didn't go?
Yeah, for sure. And that's really why we went down there, to be ahead of the curve, because we know it's not a lot of time that you have before preseason hits, and then you're right into the season. So we know every chance that we got it was going to be big for us to get together and get that timing down. So that's pretty much what that trip down to Florida was for, just to get the timing down and get familiar with the guys, get that chemistry going, because we know it can come fast.
Is there anything you learned about one of those guys down there that surprised you, or like someone has some weird habit of some sort that you can share?
Not really. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
And then for you, I know there's a lot of focus on the quarterbacks learning the playbook, but for you, are you working with someone, a friend? How are you, making sure you know what's going on in the playbook? I
mean, myself, I'm going home after practice and pretty much running through the plays in my kitchen. That's kind of how I do it. I'm used to just hands-on stuff. I haven't been working with anyone individually, but any chance we get to talk some routes through with the quarterbacks or different type of things that we see as receivers, we get to talk through with the quarterbacks. It helps just get that chemistry going.
Hey, Jahan, just kind of a two-part question. Has EB pointed out anything from the Chiefs system in recent years where he sees you filling that role this year for him, his offense?
I wouldn't say specifically anything, that he's been a part of that he kind of told me I was going to be. I'm just kind of out there just learning the playbook, making sure that I'm familiar being at every position, so that can build my versatility in the offense, and I'm able to kind of plug and play in the offense and learn everything.
Just from the outside looking in, it seems like kind of you're a quiet and you're kind of reserved guy, but I think in a podcast this offseason you mentioned how confident you are in your abilities and possibly having a breakout year. What made you want to come out and kind of make that statement?
Yeah, because I just know how hard I've been working. Obviously, putting in all the work, I feel like I was truly blessed with the ability to be able to play this game at a very high level. And I feel like I've been adding on to that with my work ethic. So I feel like, I have all the confidence in the world right now.
What'd you make of Josh Harris's address to the team yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty cool to get to talk to him for the first time. He talked to the guys a little bit about his background and where he comes from and all that he does, and it's definitely pretty cool to have that going on. I try to stay too much away from that side of the football, because I'm just so focused on what I'm doing out here. But it is definitely a pretty cool thing to have him come and speak in front of the team and have him out at practice yesterday.
Hey, Jahan, does it make a difference to have a crowd out there for practice?
It's definitely pretty cool just to see the fan base coming out, the big stands. We got a new addition to the practice field, but honestly, when I'm out there, I don't hear anyone. It's kind of like I'm in a tunnel. I don't really hear anyone, but it's definitely pretty cool to see all the support that we have, and we know that DC is kind of behind us now, and we're super excited for it.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.